Hey everyone, it's Kevin here with reviews about anything again today. Here with the B&O H9i's. This is going to be a 6 month review of them roughly. I did have some people asking me in the comments of my last one if I still had these, if I recommend them, and things like that. I did respond to that person, but I also said I would make an update review. Going on towards the future, I'm going to try to do more frequent update reviews like this one. I'm just put out the Java Elite Active 65T 1 year review. I'm also going to try to, maybe do on products going forward. I'll probably try to do a 3, 6, and maybe 9 month review. I mean, not, probably 3, 6 in a year, and then maybe going into 2 years as well if I sell the product. Just to update people if they're curious, because I know some things, especially in different tech categories or even just product categories, are not refreshed on a yearly basis, or even sometimes a yearly basis, or bi-yearly basis. It seems like with some things, or even 2 or 3 years. So these haven't technically been updated in a very long time. They had the H9i's, just a touch better, but it wasn't revolutionary anyway. They haven't had a huge jump with these headphones specifically. So going to just give a rundown of my opinion here on these about 6-ish, 6-7 months in or so. Overall, I absolutely love these headphones for their sound quality and their comfortability. They are so lightweight, especially for the premium materials they're made of. The adjustment in the headband, all this is metal. The touch surface, and then the ear pads are a nice lambskin leather, and then the top of the headband is as well, and then this nice fabric for the headband here as well, which is nice and soft and is comfortable on the head. Has a decent bit of cushion in it, but yet again, it doesn't sit on your head very heavy, so you don't get any hot spots or any weird things like that. So the clamping pressure is just right. It just seems to just kind of like almost float on your head. It's just so overly comfortable, which I do have to commend them for on these. I was a bit concerned at first with these circle ear pads, but my ear fits in it fine. It touches a little bit at the top and bottom, but there's not enough pressure to ever cause any discomfort. You have your right and left, and let me see if I can. There we go. These are super easy to replace. It's just a twist on and off. The drivers are at a nice angle as well, so it projects into your ear, which is obviously the way it should be, especially with these style of headphones. And also their price point, of course. So super easy to take on and off. Obviously, that's just super secure. It's just a twist lock kind of system there. Super, super comfortable memory foam lambskin ear pads here. They're just phenomenal. I would never replace them whenever these wear out, which I've had them for, I think, probably about 7-8 months now. Obviously 6 to 8 months, and they're like they're new still, and they're just so supple, and they're just fantastic ear pads. I wish more companies did these type of ear pads. Looking at them from a feature standpoint, Bluetooth, noise canceling, has all your codecs and stuff, USB-C connection, your 3.5 aux right here, your on-off switch. This side, your right side, has all the touch controls, which is distinguished by the 4 lines here. I will have to say, from my personal experience, the touch controls could be much better. Volume works fine, skipping tracks works fine, but one of the things that is really, in my personal opinion, annoying is every time you turn on the headphones, it goes directly into noise canceling mode, which is fine, I guess, for some people that use noise canceling all the time. I guess they'd probably appreciate that, but for me personally, I use these a lot in the office. I use these a lot on walking around, to and from work and everything. And I just don't use the noise canceling unless if I'm in a very crowded place or on an airplane. So really, those are the only two times I actually use noise canceling. It's just during traveling and being at places for traveling, so like airports and train stations and stuff like that. I don't. Other than that, I don't use the noise canceling really. Um, Not that it's bad or has any weird kind of pressure thing. All noise canceling has a little bit of pressure involved with it, but I just don't want it. I don't want the music impact or the fidelity impact, I guess you'd say, involved with noise canceling. So I really wish they would have some type of option to not have that enabled on the first startup of your headphones like that. Which brings me to the app. Since we're there, the Bang & Olufsen app shows you a picture of your headphones. I have to connect them up 1 second. That's another thing too. I wish you didn't have to have the headphones connected to go into the app. The Jabra Elites that I did a video on before, I don't think you have to have them connected to just see it now. This isn't gonna be. It's gonna be annoying. The app is very finicky too. Like it always wants you to have like your location and Bluetooth on, and it should just be Bluetooth. I don't know why they're requiring you to have location as well. And then when you click your headphones, it takes a second to sync as well. Something else that for example, Jabra doesn't have. These are super expensive headphones from a very premium company. So I don't really understand why this is in the app like this, but so you can see here, I just turn on the headphones, automatically noise canceling is on, transparency is off. Feature I do enjoy is the transparency, so when I am in some places and people are trying to get my attention, when you're on the plane and the stewardess is walking by and things like that, you can still talk to people. One thing I did not enable or disabled I should say, is the proximity sensors. The proximity sensors on this product, yet again, this only could be my unit. Like the touch sensitivity issues could just be my unit. These proximity issues could be my unit. I only have a sample size of 1 here, but it is pretty awful. If I move my head just down a little bit to look at my phone and then pick my head back up, it thinks I took off the headphones. Or vice versa. If I, turn on the headphones and I have my head straight and then I look down at my phone for any reason, the proximity gets all screwed up and it says I'm disconnected and pauses my music. It's just super, super annoying, so I just turned it off. So I wish the noise activation slider would do that as well, where this would be saved, but for some reason this is saved, but this isn't. I'm not 100% sure why. If you go into the product settings down here, there's nothing in here either. It just, you can adjust your product color, the name, software and stuff like that. You can update from here and everything. So, I don't know. It's odd to me that they give you the ability to turn off the proximity sensors, but they don't give you the ability to have the noise cancellation off just from the bat as well. I'd rather just go into the app or try to fiddle with the ear cup to make the noise cancellation come on when I want it than always having it on, especially since it does use more battery as well. Anything else with this app? It's a pretty basic app. It gives you a couple like listening mode things. It tells you your volume, tells you the battery percentage right here on the phone. Right there, so I'm at 80%. Shows you itself. You can control your music through here if you're playing as well for whatever reason. All that stuff, it's fine. It is what it is. So talking about other features of it. Obviously I went over the comfortability of them and everything. Build quality is fantastic, like I said. Just rock solid, metal construction and premium materials, and of course there's plastics in different places, but you don't feel them. That's not like the only plastics I think you can feel are these little end caps right here. Other than that, everything's in this little slider right here is probably plastic, but everything else you feel is like leather and metal and a nice cloth fabric, and then more leather and just fantastic from the build quality. Sound quality wise, they're also fantastic. My personal opinion, I enjoy the warmth that these headphones have. They sound fantastic, super great fidelity, especially for Bluetooth headphones. Wire them up, of course, it is a touch better. One thing I do really appreciate is obviously they give you a very limited adjustment in sound profiles on the app, but I don't really think you need it. It sounds fantastic with all types of music. I think I've mentioned in the past, but I listen to a lot of metal and rock and rap, but when I listen to classical, when I listen to jazz, when I listen to big band, when I listen to, rap and metal and hip hop, and classic rock and, so on and so forth, just naming on for days and days. Whatever I'm feeling like listening to, everything just sounds so good on these headphones. Another thing, I guess from the headphone feature side, is USB-C can actually be used to connect to your computer as well and use them as like a headset, or just use them as headphones if you don't, if you forgot maybe your 3.5 millimeter cable for them. I've done it in a pinch where I've needed to make a call, or I forgot my other headset or something along lines or another. I just grab a USB-C to USB-C cable, which I already have for my phone, and connect it to here, and then connect it to my laptop, and I'm able to use it as a headset or just use it to listen to music instead of trying to connect them through Bluetooth and everything. Just a quick I forgot my stuff, let me connect up real quick. So that's one thing I really appreciate as a feature from these headphones. I don't really think I can think of anything else. From a phone call standpoint, I guess if I'm going to get into that, it works pretty well. I haven't had any issues with people saying they can't hear me or if I sound poorly or not. When you do engage a phone call, the audio does change a bit. It is a little bit quieter compared to some other headphones I've used. So you do have to crank the volume a bit in comparison to music. I'm not really sure why that happens, but it is what it is with these headphones. Any other gripes I have? Like I said, really the only gripes are that the proximity thing, which they fixed though, in my opinion, because I can just turn it off and all I have to do is tap to pause the music. That is one of the touch features that works very well, is tapping to pause. Spinning either direction to do volume works very well. The only things that are difficult is you use two fingers to swipe up down for your transparency and active noise cancellation. That doesn't work very well. Changing tracks doesn't work the best either. It works a little bit better than the transparency and active noise cancellation. But I always have my phone in my pocket or in my hand. So switching tracks is just easier that way. And especially I switch tracks a lot and switch artists a lot. So it doesn't really come to much of that point. I do think it's a bit ridiculous that it only comes with this kind of like felt bag. It's a nice felt bag, but I think for MSRP in these headphones are $500. It should come with a hard case. The Bose comes with the QC35 2s come with a hard case. The Sony the Sony M1000s Mark IIIs come with a hard case. Obviously your Beats come with a formed-esque kind of case, hard case. I believe the Sennheiser Momentums come with, or no, those don't come with a case at all, I don't think. So, but just for how much these cost, I think it should come with something better than just this bag, especially for competitors at cheaper price are giving you something better, like the Bose and the Sonys, I would say, are more direct competitors with this, with the active noise canceling part specifically. And they're giving you a nicer kind of like hard case, which for when you travel, you know, some people don't use them all, but for me personally, I usually carry 2 sets of headphones on me. I have my true wireless headphones, and then I have these. So these are a lot of the time sitting in my backpack or in a messenger bag or something. So it would be nice to have a little bit more protection than just this kind of flimsy bag. All it really does is help from them getting scratched, not actually if something knocks into them. So other than that though, besides the touch issue and the proximity issue, which is basically solved in my opinion, and then the bag, those are really the only issues I have. Everything else is, in my opinion, fantastic. So if you're looking at these headphones, if you find them on sale or something like that, I recommend them 100%. If you're looking for just headphones for active noise cancellation, go Bose or Sony. The noise cancellation on these are good, but they're not as good as those other two. I just got a really good deal on these, to where I couldn't refuse it, and because otherwise I probably would have bought the Sonys or the Bose. But yeah, so if you're looking for good sound quality headphones, if you're looking for phenomenal comfort, if you're looking for a upscale premium headphone like this, made of premium materials and everything, then I would recommend these 100%. But like I said, if you're looking for very specifically noise canceling, you might want to go Sony or Bose. But if you just want a super high quality Bluetooth pair of headphones, it's really hard to beat these from a sound quality standpoint. So if you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to get to them best I can. I'll make a year review of these, like I said, going forward. That's what I'm going to try to do from now on. And then if there's anything else, you know, like I said, just put in the comment section. But if you want to see me compare these to something else, let me know. I'll try to get my hands on a pair of headphones that are similar. Like maybe I'll try to get my hands on a pair of the Sony MX or the Sony 1000 Mark IIIs, or maybe the Bose. I know they have the new 700s and then the QC35s. I could get my hands on either one of those maybe. Or the Sennheiser has the PC series, which is more for business and travelers. So I could look at those as well. Just let me know. I'll try my best to get my hands on those different things. So like and comment and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you in the next video.